One of the things we often want to do at the club is to survey our members, and I thought I'd show how I typically use Google Forms in association with Pianola to show how I do this. The example I'm going to use is the club's Tom Woodman teams, where we ask our online members, those who play on BBO, who wants to play in the event. It's a team event, but you enter as a pair, and then the club assigns you teammates based on handicap. So I'm starting in Google Drive, and I'm going to do a new Google form. So we choose a blank form. It says permissions about where I'm going to do it. So this is going to be called the Tom Woodman Teams registration. And if I just click on Untitled Form, it'll pick up that title there. I can put a description in here to say what it is. We're going to have two very simple questions. What is your BBO name? And that's going to be a very short answer. And we're going to ask the same question about their partner. So I'll duplicate the question because it's quicker. And I'll say, what is your partner's BBO name? And those are really the only two questions I need. They're both required. If you want to enter, then you should put your BBO name and your partner's BBO name. There are other options in responses, so and also in settings. So we'll go to settings first. So what we will do is we will collect email addresses. So this will mean that we know who sent it. We should know anyway, but it's just another check. We'll send people a copy of their response if they ask for it. And that's about it for that. Presentation. The main thing you might want to edit is the confirmation message. So your response has been recorded. We'll contact you in September with your teammates. So that just lets them know, and we better say thanks for your entry. We'll contact save. So that's a very simple form. There's an option in responses to get email responses, email notifications of people who respond to it. And what we typically do is we link it to a spreadsheet. So all the responses go into a spreadsheet, which we can then process later to do what we need to do and create the teams. So we'll create a spreadsheet for this. It opens it automatically, and it should have put it in the same folder as the form itself. So there's the form, there's the responses. So I don't need that. I'll go back to the forms. So this form is not currently visible, and to make it visible I have to publish it. So I'll just publish it there. And what it will say is anyone with the link can respond to this form. So it's not searchable. A random person won't be able to find it, but when I send out the email notification to everybody, what I'll do is include the link. So you click on the copy responder link, choose the shortened URL option because that'll make it shorter, and then just copy that. So when we've done that, we go into Pianola, and I'm in the administration section here. I'm going to go to the email, and I'm going to create a new message. So I'm going to send this message to smart groups. And the smart group I want is not all current members, because not everybody plays online, and this Teams event is an online only event. So we'll just send it to our online bridge players who have a BBO account, and then add the smart group in there. And then this will say, right, It's all online players. I can do next. I can filter it. I mean, it's going to go to all of the players, but I'm not going to filter it here. We choose a simple template where we choose the club default one because this is a normal club message. We go next, and now we go to the compose window, which has been changed over the last year. It's quite nice. So the subject is Tom Woodman registration for 2025-26 season. Reply to, well, we don't really want them sending it back to the secretary. We want it to go to Linda, who's the competition secretary and manages the Tom Woodman. So I'll change the reply to so that replies get sent to her if there are any questions about it. And then I can enter the text. It says Dear John here, but that John is a tag of the person's forename who gets the email. So when it goes to Linda, it'll say Dear Linda. When it comes to me, it'll say Dear Paul. And then you just type in your message, something like, if you want to enter the Tom Woodman teams, then please complete the following form. And what I'm going to do now is just a Control V to paste in the form and then say, please do this by the 25th of September. Thanks. And even though I'm sending it, I'll put Linda's name because she's responsible for it. So I'll then scroll down this screen and go to next. That'll give me a preview of the email, nice and short. I can send myself a test email to see what it looks like. I'm not going to do that now. And then when you click next, you get the option to send it to 104 people. So this isn't the official notification, so I'm not going to press send here. But when you go these kind of things, you would now press send. And if you go back to email, you'll see that it's still there. I can go back in and I can re-edit it. One thing that I typically do, so Tom Woodman runs every year. I will have sent out this email for the last 3 or 4 years. So I can search through the email activity, looking for emails that are older than 30 days, and look for the last time I sent the email, which I believe was in August. There are Tom Woodman teams around here. Well, there's a deadline. So in September, I sent an email with the deadline for last year's Tom Woodman. And there we are. Last year, 8th of August, I sent out an email for the Tom Woodman sign up for last season. I'll often just go in there, copy that, update the dates, and send out the new version with the new link. Our members will get the link, they'll send responses in, I'll get emailed when those responses come in, and I'll be able to see how many people we have got registered, and then we'll be able to sort them out. Now, what I actually do in my real Sheets folder, so in this folder, is I create a few more tabs and take these BBO names to change them to people's names and pick up the handicaps from other spreadsheets. If you're good with Excel or Google Sheets, you'll be able to do this. If not, you might need to do a bit more by hand. I hope that's useful.